Your problem right now is that, you know, here you are now in a leadership role at Methodist without
no schools. No schools. No names.
And,
Yeah.
well, we're not hearing audio though. I'm not recording audio, so
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just seeing pictures.
But
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I think, you know, the fact that you're in a position where teachers are looking to you for leadership and you are unable to, you know, do what you think would help everybody out. And how do people, you know, how do you handle that? You know, I think it's really been a tough year for you in that situation.
Well, yeah, and I think that the question that goes back to leadership and administration, it's like, there are people that are leaders, but they're not necessarily great administrators. And there are people that are administrators that are not necessarily great leaders.
Right.
And so I don't think that, I mean, ideally you would like to have somebody that's both a leader and an administrator, but I think that's hard to find.
Well, and you're working in the role of both without the title,
Right.
except that emotionally.
And
you
I'm
have that.
exactly.
Without the power.
But
Exactly, that's what I mean.
But I'm also trying to be a support as
Yeah.
opposed to not being the administrator and the leader.
Right.
But when it's lacking in the workplace, I think for a person who has been a leader and an administrator, you just sort of go into that mode.
It'd be hard for any of us to
Absolutely.
step in
To step
there and
back.
not kind of take charge, I think, too.
But I don't think that's really necessarily your role. I think as a support system, I mean, I think you've gone through all the different levels of trying to support that person.
Right.
But I think now that it's time to kind of go beyond that to try and develop some type of intervention.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right,
Because I think
exactly.
if not, it's going to affect your families
Yes.
and the enrollment, and it's
the
already
staff.
affected
It's already
your
affected.
staff.
Yeah, and
So-
hit the staff.
Because there's really, I'm not saying that you're not capable of doing that,
Right.
but your role as a teacher, I mean, of course, we all want to lend ourselves to support,
Right.
but
It's not
you're
working.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
really not.
Exactly.
I don't feel like that's your full responsibility.
I agree. But
Yeah.
I, you know, being there for the 5 years that I've been there and developed such a relationship with the staff that
Well, they trust you.
They do.
They're going
There
to you.
you go.
They're
There's
going
another.
straight to
there's-
you.
They
there's
trust you.
trust.
It's that trust.
Right.
Trust.
Yeah.
And the commitment too. I look at that when Becky was talking about, you know, you stay later, you get there earlier. What can I do? It's
Right.
like those are the things that do they naturally come to people who are in the leadership administrative field or
In that role, you mean.
in the role?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it's just like people will go to Pam, I'm sure, you know, and Pam has to, you know, or they go to Tina, or they,
Right.
you know, I mean,
Right.
they'll go to Jenny, you know, I mean,
Right.
even if it's, you know, not the best leadership, I mean, but
Right.
they will do stuff like that.
They
and
go to
because
people they trust.
They go to people they
Yes.
trust and people that they feel that will try to help them solve the problems that they need to have
Right.
solved at that time too, I think.
But this
But I
problem seems to be a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit
Yeah,
more
it's gone
intense,
to the
more so
next-
than something that's kind of a day-to-day operational.
And you
Great.
We want to keep talking.
you know, like Margie and Deb's triangle in their
Yeah.
visionary director,
Yeah.
where it's mentoring, coaching, no,